Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, this is going to be one of them crazy Matrix talk videos. I ain't done one of these in a while, but yeah, we'll just go with the flow and see what comes up anyway. So, how have you guys been finding these energies since the eclipse and new moon that was on the 8th of April? Well, for my experience, hello buddy. Yeah, got a new mate. It's getting me sidetracked. Anyway, so yeah, how have you guys been finding these energies from the eclipse on the 8th? Well, some stuff that's been coming up for me is, and a few other people actually, is a lot of unresolved, should we say, trauma or deep core wounds coming up to the surface to be kind of healed, cleansed and released, should we say. So the last 10 days have been, in my opinion, kind of uncomfortable and also challenging in a good way to grow and expand, if that makes sense. So one thing that my guides have been saying is to sit with the feelings, whatever comes up for you, right? And to feel, like, obviously feeling is healing, right? As I keep saying. But to feel what you're going through and to not judge yourself for whatever is coming up for you during this time. Because the eclipse, listen, you're going to have a lot of, say, unresolved problems coming up, and it's also Mercury retrograde, so the communication is going to be fully off. So if you've not been communicating clearly with people, or people haven't been communicating with you clearly, it's because of the Mercury retrograde, right? Also, technology is going to shit right now with the Mercury retrograde, right? And also you're going to have the Mercury retrograde also likes to bring like exes back, and I don't know, old friendships and just things from the past to see if you've learnt your lesson, right? So this has been happening, which has been interesting, to see if I've been learning some of them lessons, and indeed we have, right? So that's pretty cool. But yeah, since the eclipse anyway, things are very different, right? Everything looks the same, yeah, like the trees and the grass and whatever, everything looks the same, but things are not as they used to be on an energetic level. Things are shifting and evolving and changing, right? So we're evolving on a cellular level, right? I don't know, some of this might be channeled message. Yeah, so we're evolving on a cellular level, right? So we're basically shedding density. So you're being guided to let go of what no longer serves you and what is not going to assist you going forward to where we're going energy wise, right? So things are going to have to be released and let go of, because also not everyone is going to where you're going, right? Sorry, I need to just change over. Yeah, not everyone's going to where you're going, yeah? So that's something to be mindful of. What else? So, and everyone's journey is different. Everyone's got different different life lessons and on different soul missions, should we say. And some people are choosing to stay in the 3D realm, right? Where we have the way showers that are leading the way, like myself and others. We're here to kind of lead the way, to set example, should we say, right? And then you have like people that are waking up. People, yes, but since 2020, people are waking up, right? So this is a good sign. But everyone wakes up and choose to level up at their own pace, right? So you've got to be compassionate and patient, right? And obviously I've got patience is the key tattooed on my hand, so I'm very impatient. Been waiting since 2020 for people to wake up and that, yeah? So, and then you're going to have people that are choosing not to wake up, yeah? It's at this time, no, not at this time. By this point, it's a choice, right? So what you're choosing to do. Are you choosing to run and suppress your feelings and emotions and your lessons? And it's spiritual bypassing, right? Everyone's got lessons to learn and everyone's been through stuff, but it's how you respond and react to situations. Like, spiritual bypassing is basically avoiding your healing and avoiding responsibility and accountability, right? So when this happens, you're basically running from your responsibilities, right? But where we're going energy wise, right? There is nowhere to run. Yeah, you're only at the end of the day, the only person you are running from is self. Yeah, because we are all one at the end of the day. So, as uncomfortable as it may feel, try to learn to sit with yourself and try to be with yourself as much as possible and to find out who you really are. Yeah, because the only person who knows who you really are is you. You can go to therapy, you can talk to your friends and all this, but the only person who really knows you and can fully understand you is yourself, right? Know thyself, as they said. Like, this matrix has everyone turning their power externally instead of internally, right? So you have a lot of people searching externally for answers when they need to turn within, right? So, as even in the Bible said, the kingdom of God is within. So you need to be looking within. Yeah, God is within, not without. But in the matrix, they have you looking externally, praying to a God that is outside of yourself. Yeah. So, anyway, as things, the energy is intense. This Mercury retrograde has got my throat. Listen, my communication is just whack in general, yeah? But this Mercury retrograde is just doing the most, right? So, as the energy continues to increase, right? And the vibration is getting higher and higher, Mother Earth, Gaia, she's ascending and her energy is shifting and evolving. I think also the poles are shifting at this time as well, so be mindful of that. And there's a lot of activity going on with the Schumann resonance. I think there's like another 4 planets in there's four planets like direct or something. So there's going to be a lot of things coming up to the surface, yeah. So things that you thought, oh yeah, you've dealt with and healed, right, is going to be coming up to the surface to be healed and to be recognized or whatever, and then to be let go. So yeah, be very gentle and mindful with yourself, yeah. And for the masses, not the masses, the people who are just waking up, I would recommend speaking to your spiritual friend, yeah. Your spiritual friend is like your guide during this time, yeah. Because they know things to help guide you through your current situation on certain levels, yeah. Not everyone, but I'm just saying on certain levels, yeah. And a lot of people, yeah, unfortunately, are going to be going through a dark night of the soul and an ego death during this time, yeah. So be very gentle and very compassionate to yourself at this time, because after an ego death, all the labels and all the things that you thought you are no longer that, yeah. So after an ego death, you will see, after you get through the rough period, you will see the world in a totally new light, should I say. And then, and a dark night of the soul, yeah, is facing your inner demons. So being able to look in the mirror and say, yeah, I am a bastard. I am stubborn, yeah. I am unforgiving, yeah. I am greedy. I am envious. I'm not saying this ain't me. I'm just saying, like, can you look in the mirror? Yeah, can you look in the mirror and say, I am envious, or I am all your negative traits? A lot of people can't. A lot of people won't own their negative traits, yeah? So they'll tend to run from them or blame other people for them, right? So learn to sit with whatever comes up for you, yeah? Whatever feelings that come up for you, as painful as they are, like rejection, abandonment issues, having low self-esteem and low confidence, yeah, they're very challenging, or feeling insecure, yeah. These are just a few. These feelings are very powerful, yeah, and they can make you do certain things, like act out in certain ways. Like if you've got abandonment issues, right, will sometimes, depending where you're at on your journey, yeah, sometimes you will do certain things to maybe stop people leaving you, or holding on to certain people, places, or things for far too long because you fear of letting go, being left alone, abandonment, right? So then when this happens, you tend to hold on, but holding on is actually just causing you more pain and suffering, should we say, right? So one thing that is coming to mind as well also is get comfortable being alone, yeah? There's a difference between loneliness and solitude, right? Listen, these times, I can go for time without speaking or seeing anyone, and I'm happy. I'm doing my own thing. I'm just in my own world. So learn to be comfortable being on your own, right? And there's a difference between being, what's the word? What's the bloody word now? There's a difference between asking for help and just being stubborn, if that makes sense. It's kind of, I don't know, I can't get the words out right. So if you need help, ask for help, yeah? Ask and thou shalt receive, right? So if you need help, ask for help. People are not psychic. Well, a lot of people ain't psychic, right? So if you need help, ask for help. Ask for what you need, yeah? Ask and thou shalt receive, right? So if you need help with something or need some guidance, ask for it, right? And this is to do with friends, family, or whatever, yeah? So another thing that's coming up as well is I was talking to my friend yesterday about this, about getting your spiritual practices down, right? Because where we're going energy-wise, this 3D realm hasn't got long left, yeah? Really hasn't got long. I'm surprised it's even still going on. Well, it's a facade, really, because it's not actually... On a material, physical level, it's the same, but on an energetic level, we're really in a different realm. We're really in a different realm. So for you people out there that's been doing the inner work and all that, you will feel the subtle shifts, yeah? We are no longer the caterpillar. Oh, good morning. How you doing? You all right, man? Yeah, we are no longer the caterpillar, yeah? We have emerged from the cocoon and we are now the butterfly. So we are being guided to stand in our power and spread our wings and do what we're meant to do, what our soul signed up to do. So standing in your power, being the leader, you know, if that makes sense. Because like in this realm we have leaders and followers, right? And depending where you're at, you're either going to be a leader or you're going to be a follower. And what do you want to be? But everyone has a choice, right? But you are being guided to be your own leader, right? When you're looking to be led, yeah, it means you're scared of your own power, and you don't trust yourself, if that makes sense. Like you need guidance or reassurance, right? You should be able to reassure yourself. Some of these, listen, I've been through so much stuff here. The lessons that I've been through is just mad. So you should be able to reassure yourself. You should be able to trust yourself. You should be able to make decisions. You should be able to trust your intuition, right? You should be able to trust the process. There's so many things that are just coming up. My mind is just going mad. Yeah, we're in the age of Aquarius right now. So all the illusion is being stripped clean, yeah? Everything is coming to light. Everything just within yourself and just society in general is coming to light, and is going to be cleansed and healed, and nothing can hide, should we say? Nothing can hide, yeah? So if you've been doing a lot of running and avoiding certain things and coming from the eye, 1:41 on the clock, if you be like, because where we're going, like the age of Aquarius is about unity. They were singing about bloody the age of Aquarius in the 60s, and now we're here. We'll see very interesting things happen, right? I'm already seeing interesting things happen. That's what I'm saying, innit? Yeah. If you've been doing the work, yeah, if you've been doing the work, you've been sowing the seeds in it. So you're gonna get your blessings real soon, innit? If you've been avoiding the work and been running, you're gonna be reaping karma for running and avoiding, right? Well, your karma, innit? Like, you can't be. Who are you actually running from? The only person you're running from is self. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, some good advice right now would be to try to get your spiritual practices down, right? You don't have to meditate every day. You don't have to do yoga or qigong or crystal healing or Reiki every day, right? But it's a start. Learn to journal, yeah? Learn to identify your feelings, like what is coming up for you. Is this your current experience? So if you feel a negative emotion, yeah? Ask yourself, is it your current experience or is it past programming, like old trauma that's coming to the surface? Because that's what's been coming up for me. Like, I've been getting triggered and it's not even my current situation that's triggering me. It's like things from my past, and it's like, this ain't even who I am anymore. So you literally have no power over me. And then as soon as I kind of recognize it, it kind of goes away. Yeah, so I'm telling you some little cheat codes, right? So yeah, get your spiritual practices down to a T, and also learn to breathe properly, right? So most people in society and in the matrix is running around anxious, stressed out and depressed, right? And they're shallow breathing. They're breathing from their chest, when in reality you're meant to breathe from your stomach, right? Because your lungs come down to like the end of your ribs, yeah? So by breathing shallow, you're actually depriving yourself of life force energy. So your breath is your breath, and your seed and your eggs, yeah, is your life force energy, right? So use them wisely, yeah? Your energy is very important. Sexual energy is so important, yeah? Just to let you guys know, yeah? I'm currently I'm doing semen retention at the moment. And the power is just mad. So, yeah, the energy is rising up, and my sacral chakra is building momentum and gaining power is mad. And then my solar plexus is coming online as well. So I'm currently working on them 2 chakras at the moment. And it's, yeah, so some of you may be being guided to work on your lower 3 chakras, because if you're spiritual or higher chakras, where they're already turned online and they're already powerful. But we are lower chakras, like the root, sacral and solar plexus, they're our weakest chakras. So we need to strengthen them chakras in this lifetime, right? And they're not easy because they're very dense and physical, right? Whereas the higher chakras are to do with, they're more lighter in energy. So if you're spiritual, I like to live in the higher realms, yeah. But obviously being guided to do work in the lower realms at the moment. So yeah, kind of it's got to be done, innit? So and just, you're also being guided to work on your heart chakra, right? Your heart chakra is where the human and the divine meet. So you want your heart chakra to be open as much as possible. And having an open heart chakra, you'll be able to be forgiving, be able to be accepting, being able to love yourself, being able to love others unconditionally, right? Because most people try to love with conditions, yeah? Most people try to love with conditions. So be mindful of that. So the breath, the heart chakra, and also it's very important to stay grounded and get out into nature as well, yeah? Because we are energetic beings, and the more disconnected you are from Mother Earth, the more disconnected you are from self, yeah? We're meant to coexist with nature, not be destroying nature, yeah? Because trees give us oxygen, they give us life. If we're out here cutting down all the trees, we ain't gonna have no oxygen, so we ain't gonna be able to breathe, right? We're digging up all the gardens and just putting grass there, so there's hardly any flowers. There's no flowers. So where are the bees? Who is pollinating the new plants to be born for them to procreate? Yeah, don't makes no sense. Like this 3D realm is. Humans are very interesting. Humans are very interesting. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, going forward is going to be very interesting. Going to be very interesting going forward. But yeah, whatever's coming up for you during this period, just be gentle and compassionate to yourself, because yeah, the healing is it's a continuous journey. Things get better, but there will always be lessons and challenges, right? Like people think, oh yeah, I've healed. It doesn't work like that. Healing, it's like an onion. There's layers, layers, layers until you get back to source in a way, you know. And it is how you handle them situations. It's always about the bounce back and the comeback. Yeah. Yeah, just in general, like people think, oh yeah, they do something and fail at something and then they throw in the towel, and it's like, dude, like you learn by failure. Yeah, you learn by your mistake. Well, most people at this point, you should be learning by your mistakes, not keeping repeating the same pattern and karmic cycles, right? Learn to observe the self, learn to be able to stand back and observe. Yeah, because a lot of people can't observe self. So it's like, yeah, doing things impulsively or doing things that will end up shooting themselves in the foot, yeah? And then moan and get vexed about everyone else. And it's like, well, dude, are you taking accountability and responsibility for your actions? And you can't moan that things don't work for you when you're doing these things to yourself, if that makes sense. Really weird. So, yeah, be very compassionate and gentle with yourself during this time. Well, there's going to be a lot of things coming up to the surface to be healed, cleansed and released. Everyone's going to be going through something on some level at this time, yeah? So be mindful and compassionate to yourself and others. Be kind to yourself and others, right? Because everyone is going through shit and everyone has been through shit, right? So, yeah, just be mindful of that. All right then, gang. 2:22 on the clock. Alright, gang, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon. It was just a little quick video, a little crazy matrix talk. Yeah, anyway, peace, love and light, gang. I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon.